Bards can be interesting. They are very malleable, and one thing sticks out more than most. They're loud. Whether your bard is a general, a philosopher, or a stereotypical music man, they are the loudest of the group, and that's a good thing. That's what they're meant for. And now, let's get into how to play into their strength and turn all that noise into a song. Welcome to Optimizing D&D, the Bard. When making a bard, charisma is obviously your main stat, but it's not the only stat that you need. Depending on the kind of bard you make, other stats might be important. For a College of Valor or Swords bard, Dex is likely going to be your second highest stat, as you will be on the front lines with your friends. For a Whispers or Lore bard, you will likely want your intelligence or wisdom to be fairly high, to play into your role a bit more, but also to get the more mechanical benefits in conversation, to lure people into your traps, to distract, with finesse. And so my recommendation for layouts is Charisma, Dex, Con, Wisdom, Intelligence, Strength for a general bard, and of course yours could be different as you could find a better layout for your character. It's up to you. When making a bard, just like any other class, you should know your subclass from the very start. Otherwise your selection has a chance to just not be as optimal as it otherwise could be. If you dump Strength and Dex and you later decided that Swords would fit you best, you'd be useless. For race, go with something that works well with spellcasting. Avoid Goliath and Dwarf and go for something more like Tiefling or Yuan Ti or even Variant Human to grab some extra spells right off the bat through Magic Initiate. For your background, this is the first class we've gone over that can take full advantage of being a Strixhaven student. Grab some spells from Cleric or Wizard so that way you're even more of a diverse utility caster. For armor, don't take anything with a stealth disadvantage, that's about it. And for weapons, you will likely take a one-handed weapon unless you're playing a swords bard. That way you can have your spellcasting focus always ready in your other hand and not need to take Warcaster, though you probably will still want to take it anyways. The probable choice for your weapon is a rapier, but if you are a swords bard, 2 short swords is a better play. Unless you also have the dual wielder feat, you can pull off 2 rapiers. That's a lot. Just grab a rapier and a one-handed instrument like a drum that you can wear on your hip, and you're good. At level 1, you get spellcasting and inspiration. Inspiration is static, but good, so focus in on it, and use it smartly. Only inspire those who will use it within the next turn, like melee attackers and mages that are currently in danger. Later there will be more options. The worst thing for a bard is a wasted inspiration die. That's why I say to use it on those who will use it within the next turn, because for now, you only get a couple per day, and you want to make sure that they go for what they're meant for. For spells, you get 2 cantrips and 4 first level spells known, so take a damage dealing cantrip and a utility one. Vicious Mockery is okay, more for the damage type and side effect than the damage itself, but giving disadvantage on attack is really good, so consider it. Message is another choice I would recommend. Your job is to keep people together, and so what's better than being able to walk and talk to your party at all times? And for spells known, take a mix. You are utility, so be useful. Cure Wounds or Healing Word, not both. Detect Magic is a maybe, Charm Person is an almost must. Fairy Fire, Silvery Barbs, Hideous Laughter, and Featherfall. All good choices. And if you feel like you need a damage dealing one, take Dissonant Whispers. At level 2, you get 3 static abilities, Jack of All Trades, Song of Rest, and Magical Inspiration. All good, keep moving. We'll get back to that Magical Inspiration later, as it opens the door for a more versatile, inspiry repertoire. At level 3, you finally get to choose your subclass, as well as some expertises. You're likely looking at Swords, Lore, and Eloquence, as they tend to be the strongest, and you're right. Since you already chose this earlier, you know your selections are perfect for your character, and you're ready to slot in your role, grab that subclass, and move on. Basically, depending on your style, each of those above mentions will be good, you won't feel useless, and you'll be all set to be a valuable member of the party for the foreseeable future. At levels 4, 8, 12, 16, and 19, you get an ability score improvement or a feat. It's most important that you get Charisma to 20 with this class before taking any feats, and once you do, then you can start looking. Good feats for this class include Fey and Shadow Touched, Magic Initiate, Warcaster, Lucky, Metamagic Adept, Sniper, and maybe Elemental Adept or Medium Armor Master. This is a pretty short list, but also most racial feats work well with the class as well. Halfling's Bountiful Luck, or a Tiefling's Flames of Phlegethos will not go amiss. And then at level 5, you finally get your Bardic Inspirations back on a short rest, and you can start properly playing hard with them and access your true potential. So from here on out, start going for it. Use them all in a fight, it seems, if you can rest afterwards, because you're so much stronger now. And with that magical inspiration you got at level 2, really consider inspiring the cleric, as they can add that die to their healing, a really useful thing in a pinch. Creatures can also add the die to their spell damage rolls, but it only goes to one target, so you can't add it to everyone on a fireball, for instance, so it's not as good as with healing. At level 6 you get Counter Charm, a useless ability that I completely rewrote for bards in my home games. You also get nothing else interesting at levels 7 through 9, just some more static features, but at level 10 you get the last great thing about bards: magical secrets. So, up until now I have gone over how to make good spell choices with what you have, which feats and abilities are at the forefront of your toolkit, and my recommendations for who to inspire in battle. But now we can round them out as the kings of utility. With magical secrets, you get extra spells from any class. These spells can be bard spells, but they can also be literally anything else. Find Greater Steed, Counterspell, Haste, Steel Wind Strike, Wall of Force, Revivify, Spirit Guardians, Banishment, or even Holy Weapon. And then you get 2 more each at levels 14 and 18. So for 14 you get Heal, Simulacrum, Reverse Gravity, or Disintegrate. At 18 you got Wish, Mass Heal, or True Polymorph, Meteor Swarm, and Prismatic Wall. And then basically that's it. Bard's choices are predominantly spells and feats, having really only one separate choice from those, that being your subclass at level 3. So bards, their main features are inspiration and a diverse spellcasting repertoire. They are mobile, they are cunning, and most importantly, they're loud. They are not in the front, nor the back. They occupy a nice middle ground at a party. They can fill any role, anytime. Just give them a chance, and you might find them to be to your liking. Thank you all for watching, everyone. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe here on YouTube, and also maybe go consider joining the Patreon. For only $1 a month, you could have seen this video early, and for, pitching in a couple extra dollars, you can get access to behind-the-scenes content, including entire adventures that we run. You can get access to monthly homebrew packs, or maybe even join in a private game with us. But with all that being said, I think I'm going to leave off here. See you guys Monday for the bite-sized bard build. Bye.